So, the battle's not over yet.
So you think Pepe won't be banned in Britain?
Yeah, we don't allow Pepe to be banned in Britain. We don't go along with this. We carry on as we've always done.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're privileged to be here with Janice Atkinson, a contributor to Make Britain Great Again and a member of the European Parliament in the same group as the amazing Marine Le Pen, which I know many of you greatly admire. The first question I want to ask you, Janice, is why have you come out to this rally today?
2 years ago we voted to take our country back, and when I went over Westminster Bridge, our flag, the Union flag, had a new meaning, it had a new resonance that day. It was flying in the sunshine. I felt proud that we had taken back control of our country, and I'm here today to tell Westminster that we are going to take back control of our country, because there's a counter demo going on up the road which is foreign funded by people like George Soros. That isn't what we voted for, and so it's about our freedom and our freedom of speech and taking back control, and that's why I'm here today.
You mentioned George Soros. We always love to hear a bit of criticism of George Soros. Why is George Soros such a naughty boy?
Well, because he's actually contributed £1 million to the pro-Brexiteer people. He's even been kicked out of his own country. President Orban, who I just think is one of the nicest, greatest, most fantastic patriotic leaders in Europe at the moment, kicked him out of his own country. So he's sitting in a foreign land in Germany, plotting to stop Brexit and stopping us taking back control.
This is why we love you, Janice. You say the things you're not allowed to say. Just quickly, before we come on to your work in the EU Parliament, I just want to know what you think of the House of Lords at the moment, because we all voted for Brexit and the House of Lords says, shut up, you plebs.
Oh, well, they're voting, turkeys are voting for Christmas at the end of the day. Yeah, as somebody that believes in our constitution, has always believed and backed up the House of Lords, I think their time has ended. We need an elected upper house now. Frank Field, a man I really very much admire, a socialist admittedly, but he put a bill in front of Parliament on Tuesday to abolish the House of Lords. I hope we'll all be supporting that, because that House of Lords has been stuffed through full of Cameron, Clegg's cronies that want to stop and thwart Brexit, and their day is finished.
And you are saying these things that we're not allowed to say, the things the establishment doesn't want to hear. I think it's why our fans love you, but it seems the EU Parliament doesn't. You tried mentioning the campaign to free Tommy. You came and we did a rally together, which was absolutely brilliant. You mentioned Tommy the other day in the EU Parliament. What did they do? Tell everyone.
Well, I was granted an urgent human rights question, which is always raised on a Thursday before voting. So they actually approved for me to stand up. And as I said I want to raise an urgent human rights issue for the political prisoner that is Tommy Robinson. As soon as I said Tommy Robinson, the place erupted and my microphone was cut off. I wasn't actually asking the EU to do anything. I was directing my question at the British Conservatives, and they were shouting and screaming at me, particularly Ashley Fox, who is a Remainer and who is the leader of the so-called Conservatives in that Parliament. But it wasn't the only time that I was shut down this week. I also had an approved speech about Brexit, and Mairead McGuinness, who is a Vice President of the European Parliament, closed down my microphone. She didn't like what I had to say about Brexit, but she had her say on Brexit and she closed my microphone down. So, we might got rid of Soviet communism, but we've got Euro communism, which is alive and well, and that's what we've got to get out of.
So would you agree with me that probably the biggest threat today to Britain is Sorosian fascism?
Absolutely.
And the other thing I want to talk about quickly, I just put you on the spot. I know I've prepared you for this question, but you're very capable, I'm sure. The EU has passed the Article 13 bill, which is effectively going to ban Pepe the Frog. How do you feel about this?
I was talking about this on InfoWars last night with the great Alex Jones. All we hear month after month in the Parliament is, it's about the digital economy. Guy Verhofstadt is talking about month after month the digital economy. But they are very, very jealous about the UK's capabilities, because we're number one in Europe, actually, for innovation and computer technology and internet technology. Let's face it, we invented the internet. And they are very, very jealous about this, and also about America's capability with Google, etc. And again, it's about shutting down free speech, because they see that as our outlet, and that's how we're revolting the people, actually, to turn against them. So it's twofold. It is because they can't actually develop the communications technology that's needed. We've got that technology, America's got that technology, and it's about shutting down freedom of speech and innovation, unfortunately, but we won't allow them to do it because it will come back to Parliament. Probably at the end of the year we will vote against it, but as you know, everything in that Parliament, even if we reject something, goes back into the recycled bin of the Commission and it will come back down again. So, you know, the battle's not over yet.
So you think Pepe won't be banned in Britain?
We don't allow Pepe to be banned in Britain. We don't go along with this. We carry on as we've always done. We're innovative, we're at the forefront of technology. The EU's not going to win.
Absolutely right. We invented the internet. We actually invented the computer. People forget that. It's not the Americans that did. Sir Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web, and he himself has objected to the Article 13 bill. It's absolutely ridiculous. Thank you very much for coming out to speak to us, Janice, and it's great to see you here at the rally. Janice will be giving a speech later, and hopefully if this amazing equipment we have here works. We know at the moment that the police will probably, I'll be careful what I say, but we have reason to believe that they keep breaking our equipment by frying it with jamming gear, which is military grade, because obviously we haven't seen any vans. And
take a red pill.
They are doing it, and two of the actual main masts outside of Parliament are on top of government buildings, so we don't know if we will get a live stream, but the guy holding the camera set up some amazing gear, which is going to use 4 different streams at once, so hopefully we'll be able to get through the police block. We know this happening because the upload speeds drop down to really low, which is why you can't even make phone calls, and we have to wonder, what are they hiding? Why won't they let us stream? But anyway, Janice, we look forward very much to hearing your speech. If you want to give us a quick preview, what will you be speaking about?
Eurocommunism, free speech, what we voted for and how we are actually going to take back control, and a big message from the EU as well. We took out that first brick that is going to bring down the EU, and our friends are helping. We're helping them to do it, you know. Salvini, Stracker in Austria, and across the EU it's crumbling, and we've helped them to do it, along with President Trump.
When are you running for Prime Minister?
Oh yeah, I'd love to, but under first past the post, I don't think I'm going to get in there any day soon.
So I behave myself. Okay, thank you very much, Janice. Great to see you again. Currently, I also have a 30-day ban on Facebook. They're very angry that I criticise paedophiles.
Subscribe to MBGA News on YouTube. Together, we will defeat Sorosian fascism. We will make Britain great again.